and welcome to today's podcast for May 9th, 2015. I'm your host, Juan,
And your host, Eric.
and today we're talking about musical discrimination. Now, music is a daily part of our lives. People generally express themselves through their music and get out things that they can't say or that are otherwise unexplainable through music. And essentially, people are categorized or prejudiced because of what they listen to. People are categorized for what they listen to in genres ranging from Japanese pop to country music. And individually, that inhibits our process to express ourselves. And we are put into these musical boxes that make it almost impossible to show what we like and express ourselves through what kind of music we like. And that's not only prevalent with individuals, but with whole cultures as well.
It's I can't help but feel like music is like it's always a big part of our lives, and it's self-expression is the biggest part of our lives, and music is just the tool we use to express that. And like it it's it makes me feel bad, or like it makes people feel bad that they can't be able to express themselves like other people do, like can, like through art or through other creative outlets, like I don't know, pottery or something like that. And we we find these music or things other people created to express their own emotions, to help us express things that we can't necessarily express because perhaps we don't have the knowledge in music or anything like, and then other expressive forms. And we it's it's sort of a bad thing because it's it's criticizing our own like form of self-expression, and it's harmful and hurtful to everybody because we can't be us, we can't be who we want to be out of fear. It's the same thing with like dressing the way you want to dress, or like being a specific like
Yeah,
sexual gender, like it's
yeah, like how goths they dress because of the music they like,
yeah,
right? It's self-expression. Yet in some places, like in England, hating against them is considered a hate crime. Like, yeah, like police have gone out and said it's a hate crime to be hurtful or violent against these goths or these emos. And the same has gone in Mexico too. There was a really violent attack back in 2008 against emos in like some town central square. I think it might have been the
Guadalajara.
yeah, I think it might have been Guadalajara. And it's just because they're expressing themselves, just simply because of that. And even like with genres like rap music is typically associated with black people, yet it's mainly consumed by white people. I believe about 70% of it's consumed by white people.
Yeah, like it reminds me of when Elvis came along. It was first jazz, like the jazz music belonged to mostly the African American community, and then when the shining hero Elvis came along and was able to make the music for a white industry,
More accessible to
yeah,
white people.
he
Yeah.
it became more of a white person
But
expression outlet.
that also stemmed because white record labels and music
Yeah, like
businesses tried to
today.
look for a white guy who could sing like a black man.
Yeah, like I think that's why like rappers like Eminem or something like that became so popular because they were white, they were different. They kid white kids could associate with him. They can empathize with him more and aspire to be him and listen to the music and buy it.
There's a sort of like musical segregation there,
Yeah,
not there, with that? And also like that categorization applies to so many different genres, like country, like a lot of people associated with Southerners or rednecks or reggae, like
yeah,
Bob Marley,
yeah. Like
like
being a
people.
stoner or something like that. Like most of the, it's because reggae was associated with the use of marijuana and Bob Marley, but it doesn't in association make of smoking marijuana and listening to Bob Marley's reggae the same thing. You're not gonna do those type of illicit things if you don't want to, or or just because you listen to that type of genre,
Yeah,
there's just like a stigma going on.
and the message wasn't about getting high; it was about
It-
peace, love, and
yeah,
happiness. You know?
like the same thing with like songs during the Vietnam War. Most of the songs were against it. Some of the songs supported it. Most of them were about patriotism. Doesn't mean it supported the war.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. And there's practical solutions to this problem. You know, listening, going on the web, looking for new music, opening,
Yeah.
exposing yourself to new types of music.
Something more accessible, like maybe Pandora or Music Box or something like that.
Going on television, watching the CMAs, Country Music Awards, the BET
Yeah, you
Awards.
going to an opera or something like that. Just really helps to open
Really
the
good
mind.
websites that expose people, and just
Just as simple as turning
more
on
practical than anything. Just keep an open mind.
like just as simple as turning on a radio and maybe trying a different station than you're used to
Yeah,
listening to.
just keeping an open mind. I mean, because music is everything. Music is for everybody. So who's to say that you're not supposed to like anything?
Yeah, man.
It's for everyone. It's unifying, and it's forever. You know. And that's it. Thank you for listening to our podcast.